All right, so we're diving deep today, folks, and getting into something, well, a little unsettling.
Unsettling. Yeah, I'd say so.
This whole idea of meh success.
That's success. Yeah.
We've all probably been there,
Hmm.
probably,
Probably.
at some point. But, we're looking at this excerpt, right, from Twisties of Spiz,
Oh, right. Yeah. The
and
spiz.
they're going pretty hard on this whole thing. Like, is this meh success worse than just straight up failing?
Like falling flat on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to think so.
So let's get into it. Let's unpack this. What's Twisty saying exactly?
Well, they start by saying it's not failing we got to worry about, it's succeeding, but just barely.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
just enough to be comfortable, but not enough to be, well, great.
Right. Right. Trading greatness for comfort. Right. I think that was the phrase.
Yeah. Yeah. Trading greatness for comfort and that slow fade into MEHville.
Ugh. MEHville. Doesn't sound like a fun place.
Not at all. You know, it's interesting because failure, like real failure, it kind of shakes you up,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
makes you reevaluate, figure out what went wrong. But
Yeah.
success, it's like it lulls you to sleep.
It does. It does.
You know, you think, oh, things are fine, I'm doing okay. But that can be dangerous. Like a company, they make a great product, everyone loves it. Then what?
They just like stop.
They stop. They stop innovating, stop taking risks, and then bam, some competitor comes along and wipes them out.
That happens all the time. I mean, especially these days.
Yeah.
With how fast technology is moving.
Absolutely. It's like that saying, innovate or die.
So it's not just about companies, though, right?
No, not at all. This mess success thing, it can get you in any area of life. Your career, your relationships, personal projects, anything.
It's like you get comfortable and then you just get stuck.
Exactly. And it can really mess with your head, too. You achieve some success, but deep down, you're not really fulfilled.
You're just kind of existing.
Yeah, existing, not thriving. It's like you're on this plateau and you can see the peak of the mountain, but you just stay put.
Man, I think we've all been there at some point, right? We're like, is this it? Is this all there is?
Right. And that's why this idea of mess success is so dangerous. It tricks you into settling.
So what's the antidote? Because Twisty's all about this, like, stay scrappy, stay hungry thing, right?
Yeah. They definitely have that energy. But, there's something to be said for failing, too.
Wait, really?
No, absolutely. Failure can be an amazing teacher. It forces you to look at things differently, try new approaches, and ultimately you learn and you grow.
I guess that makes sense. Like, you learn more from your mistakes than your successes sometimes.
Exactly. Think about Thomas Edison, right?
The light bulb guy.
Yeah. He's like, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways it won't work.
That's a good one.
It is. He didn't give up. He kept trying, kept failing until he found what worked. And that's the key.
So it's not about being afraid to fail. It's about using those failures to get better.
Exactly. And remember, failure doesn't have to be this huge, dramatic thing. It can be small, everyday stuff, too.
Right.
Trying something new at work and it doesn't work out. That's a mini failure, but it's a chance to learn.
Little course correction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little course correction. So, what can our listeners do to avoid this whole mess success trap?
Yeah, what can they do?
Well, first, they got to get real with themselves, look at their lives, and ask, where am I just coasting? Where am I not pushing myself?
Oh, step one, self-awareness.
Yep, self-awareness. Then, once you've identified those areas, it's time to set some goals. Small goals, achievable goals, things that push you a little bit outside your comfort zone.
Okay, so small steps, not giant leaps.
Right. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things, even if you're not sure they'll work.
You never know, right?
Exactly. You never know. You might fail, but you'll learn something. And that's the whole point.
It's all about that growth mindset, isn't it?
Yeah. And, I think it's important to say that Twisty isn't saying you can't be content.
Right. It's not about being miserable all the time.
No, not at all. It's about finding that balance between being grateful for what you have, but also being open to growing, to becoming even better.
So success can be a trap, but it's not inevitable, right? We can avoid it.
Absolutely. We just got to be aware of it and then take action. Don't let yourself get complacent.
So to wrap this all up, what's the big takeaway here?
The big takeaway is don't settle for mess success. Don't be afraid to fail, to push yourself, to keep growing.
And one last thought for our listeners. What's one small thing you can do today to shake things up, to step outside your comfort zone, and get back on that path of growth? Think about it. And until next time, keep exploring.
Keep exploring.